Hey guys, we're at Chuy's at Springfield Mall. Let's go inside. Hey, how's it going? Oh, thank you. Hey, what's it? Inside. Thanks. All right, we're seated now. We were just kind of looking around at the decor. If you don't know, Chuy's, like all the different locations all have different decor in them that's like unique to the area or something. I don't exactly know the lore behind it, but we had a friend that worked at Chuy's back when we were in college, and she would tell us all sorts of little interesting tidbits and stuff about the place. She's not the reason that we love Chuy's, but it was fun getting like the little bits of information and everything. So yeah, they all have different decor. We've had ones that have like a bunch of different like wheels on the top. We've seen hats. There's just been all sorts of cool stuff, like old school, retro, like cars, and different kinds of art. Here, I'm not exactly sure what the theme is. There's like pictures and portraits around. I'm not exactly sure of who, especially since we're not particularly seated by any, I don't know who these people are. My knowledge of Mexican art doesn't run very deep. We got Frida Kahlo, and that's about it for me. But yeah, this location has its own vibe. It's nice. I like it. It's not the coolest looking one I've been to, but for some reason, this particular location at Springfield Town Center, their food just goes unbelievably hard. I don't know what it is. We've been to like several across Florida, and then this is our first one outside of Florida, but it's just so good and consistently so. We've been here like 3 times now. This will be our 4th, and every single time it just absolutely hits. I don't know if it's a Virginia thing or if it's just this location. I might have to try the other one. I know there's one in Fairfax, I think, but yeah, I don't know why this is so good. And honestly, I find like there's a pretty big like gap in Mexican food in general in Virginia or in Nova. Maybe I haven't been to all the right places. I've been to a couple spots that I thought were pretty good, but they're a little bit further out. They're not as convenient. Chuy's is pretty close for me. I don't know. I feel like it scratches that itch pretty well. I know it's not authentic or anything, but I just really enjoy it. Teresa really likes it. Teresa, between the two of us, actually really loves Mexican food, so she craves it a lot more often than I do. And the few times that we do eventually go get it, since we've been here, have usually just been to Chuy's because it's a little bit easier. And I think it's pretty good. Like, it doesn't feel like we're just settling for Chuy's. It feels like, oh yeah, all right, let's go get Chuy's. Sounds good. I'm also gonna do a chimichanga. Could I do that with steak? And I'll also do no dairy, so no cheese, no sour cream. And for the sauce, if I could do Tex-Mex. Thank you. So the first thing you guys need to know about Chuy's, the chips and salsa slap. This is the best salsa, not just any chain, but any Mexican restaurant I've been to. The salsa has some heat to it, and there's like a ton of cilantro. It's just very fresh. When you look at it, you can see like the onions, the cilantro, all the tomatoes, very chunky. Now, normally they also give you like their creamy jalapeno, like jalapeno ranch. I had to ask for it this time. I'm not a big fan of it. Teresa loves it, and everyone that I've ever come to Chuy's with loves it. So I know I'm the anomaly, but I also just don't really care for ranch, except Wingstop. Wingstop ranch we hit. But it's fine. I just don't like ranch. I know it's me. But if you enjoy ranch, you'll probably really like this one. It's a little bit salty and very flavorful. The chips are really thin, and they're still a little bit warm when they serve them, which is great. They also have like the perfect amount of salt on them. They're really pleasant. They're not too hard. They're honestly kind of on the brittle side, but I find them really enjoyable. And it's easy to just keep slamming these chips, and then by the time your meal comes out, you're already full. Pro tip for all my broke boys out there, fill up on the chips and then take your meal home.
I have a chimichanga with hatch green chili sauce.
That's it. Thank you.
Careful, those plates are hot.
Okay, appreciate
Anything
it.
else?
No, that's it. Thanks. All right, I'll get one more chip. Probably ask for more chips and salsa in a bit. So good. All right. Food's here. Looks exquisite. One thing, I haven't really found many good chimichangas at any of the places that we've been to. Again, that's more of a Tex-Mex thing. So, not authentic Mexican in any way, but we love chimichangas. Super good. This is honestly one of the best chimichangas we've had. Only a few locations in general of all the Mexican-style restaurants that we've been to have ever been better. And again, this is more convenient, and specifically for Nova, we don't have anything else. Let's get into this. As you can see, the chimichanga shell is almost like a cracker. It just kind of breaks open and then everything comes out. It's a little bit different than most other chimichangas I've had that have either been denser or maybe like a little bit thicker of a breading. It's super hot. I'll get a piece. Actually, you know what? Here. I'll get a piece of the steak by itself. I got a steak chimichanga. Teresa got chicken. I'll do steak by itself with a little bit of sauce. Good steak. Has a slightly smoky flavor. It's tasty. It's also not too chewy. A lot of times with Mexican restaurants, the beef will be a little bit too tough, and then it's like, especially if you're not super big on steak. So I find that this strikes like a pretty good balance there. It's not necessarily tender, but it's not overly chewy or tough. So I like it. The sauce that I got is Tex-Mex, which is like a chili sauce. And it has ground beef in it. I like it. It's very tomatoey. It's tomatoey with like also a smoky flavor to it, kind of barbecuey. It kind of reminds me of the flavor of like chipotle peppers in adobo. If you've ever gotten that at a grocery store or cooked with it, it's like that. The rice has tomatoes throughout it. It's pretty nice. It's not super flavorful or anything, but it's really enjoyable and it goes well with the rest of the meal. But another thing that we've struggled to find is good rice. And I actually think Chuy's is better than all of the places around here that we've been to so far. As for the refried beans, they kind of like settled already, so we'll see how it tastes. The top is kind of dry. The moment you get in there, you get some of that moisture. It's pretty good. I'll mix it up a little. I actually think the refried beans are perfect today. A lot of times that we get it, at Chuy's I mean, it can be too salty. I think this one strikes a perfect balance. It's well flavored, well seasoned. The texture is nice. It's just like a mush of beans that has been cooked. And it's nice. The rice and beans come with the meal, as well as this lettuce and tomato. Honestly, the tomato was kind of weak. Of all things to complain about, right? It's the fresh tomato. Yeah, it's really good. And when you just eat everything together, you know, you're taking all this steak, you're dipping it in the Tex-Mex sauce. Eat some rice. Get some beans. It's good. That's good. Really good. I love it. I'm telling you, I think Chuy's is really underrated. I never hear anyone talking about Chuy's. And I don't know why. It's so good. It's so much better than any other like Tex-Mex chains or anything I've been to. It punches above its weight a little bit because I feel like it can compete with some of the mom and pops. some of the smaller Mexican restaurants, Chuy's outclasses them, at least for the rice. Sometimes the refried beans, a lot of times with the chimichanga. Now with Chuy's, the chimichanga is called the Chuy-changa. If anything, I think I could have used a little bit more of the Tex-Mex sauce. Feels like they skimped a little bit today. I thought I usually have a ton of sauce on the plate. But overall, really good. Now, every time I come to Chuy's, I think I have the same kind of, not necessarily complaint, but observation. The rice is usually a bit undersalted, as well as the meat. So the steak is a little undersalted, but the Tex-Mex sauce is well salted. So when you have the chimichanga together with that, it goes really well. And the breading itself, the cracker itself doesn't have too much flavor, but, and it's a little dry, but in such a satisfying way. Like, I like the dryness. I'll go ahead and try chorizo. So here's the chicken. A lot of times this chicken can be very dry, especially at a lot of the locations we've been to. This one has not disappointed us so far, so let me see if this continues the trend. It's a little dry. But it's good. It's hard to consistently put out good, like, plain chicken breast, so I can't be mad. It's got like a little bit of that rubberiness, like when you chew, and then at the very end of the bite, you like, there's like a gumminess on your teeth. It's got a little bit of that, but it's not bad. And the flavor of it is decent. I think the chicken is better salted than the steak. But I always prefer the steak a little bit. Teresa prefers chicken, and that's why she got chicken. I'll try it with the hatch green chili sauce. So Teresa got hatch green chili sauce instead of the Tex-Mex. There's a bunch of different sauce options that you can get. The hatch green chili is, well, hatch green chilies. It's a type of chili, and they make like a tomatillo sauce with it. It's really good. Honestly, it's probably my favorite one, but I like the combination of the Tex-Mex and having like the ground beef in there. And actually, let me be more specific with the Tex-Mex sauce. It's chili con carne. I don't know. We're sitting next to a window, and someone, it's probably a kid, is like messing with the blinds or like just peeking through. I was like, what? But yeah, so the Tex-Mex sauce is chili con carne. And it's nice, it's just like in a red chili. I like it. So let's try this hatch green chili. The hatch green chili slaps, specifically with the chicken. Like, I've had it with the steak before, and it's good. But specifically with the chicken, it's so good because it kind of helps lubricate the dryness of the chicken. And it's adding more seasoning, more flavor. The hatch green chili sauce is very, I wouldn't say overwhelming in flavor, but it has so much flavor that it almost overpowers the steak a little bit. Whereas with the chicken, it accompanies it perfectly because the chicken is a little bit blander. There's not so much going on. It's just kind of chicken with, to me, it just tastes like a little bit of salt on there. I don't really get much other seasoning, but the hatch green chili sauce is so complex. It has so many layers of flavor that when you put it with together with the chicken, it's a match made in heaven. I've got to be honest. As I said, I don't hear Chuy's being talked about a lot whenever it comes to restaurants, Mexican or chain restaurants in general. As far as chain restaurants go, I think Chuy's is about a 9, which is crazy. It's gotten more expensive over the years. I remember getting the chimichanga for like $11.99, $10.99 back in the day. And I say back in the day, but that was like, I guess right before COVID. So not that long ago. Still, it's been years. Now it's like $15.99. So it's definitely gotten up there, but you get so much food on the plate. You have the beans, you have the rice, you've got your meat. It's an upcharge to get the steak, but it's a pretty big size chimmy. So everything's good, and yeah, I think it's still justified. I still enjoy it, and there's not really any place that can replace it for me. So, yeah, I think it's right there at about a 9 for chain restaurants. Is it the best food you'll ever have? No. But you're gonna really enjoy it. And as I said, the salsa. I've not had a better salsa from anywhere. I don't know if it's still true, but back in the day you could actually get their salsa, and it's worth it. It's so good. There's no salsa that's as fresh, as powerful. It's a very bold salsa, lots of flavor. Everything here is just really good. I don't think you can really be disappointed here. I've had other stuff. I've had several other items on the menu over the years. I can't say I've ever been disappointed with anything. I just really like it. So, if you haven't been, or if you haven't even heard of it, go. I feel like it's pretty common. It's not, too unique of an establishment as far as like location. Obviously, like the ambiance and everything is unique, but I feel like they're somewhat common to come across. Try it out. Again, locations might vary. This particular location gets a 9 from me. Other ones that I had in Florida range from like 7 to 8, maybe an 8.5. This one just blows them out of the water. I don't know why. I would expect Florida locations to be a little better, honestly, especially considering how weak the Mexican food has been so far since we've been here. Yeah, very good. Finally, we have a water score here. Chain restaurants tend to have pretty weak water, but we'll see. It's smooth. Not extremely smooth or anything, but smooth enough. But the flavor of it is not a crisp flavor in the slightest. It's, I wouldn't say outright dirty tasting, but there's just something off about it. This water's like a 4. Chuy still gets a 9, but the water's a 4. But that's about all I've got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. As I said, I don't see Chuy's talked about enough. I feel like put some respect on this thing. All right, I'll see you.